Aileen Rooney.
Hey everyone, I'm Aileen Rooney, and first I'd like to say thank you to all of you who have come out tonight for our 8th annual Jimmy B tournament. As many of you know, and to many of you who don't know, I'd like to take this time to share with you why these Jimmy B weekends mean so much to me. For the longest time, I saw cancer as something that happened to a neighbor, to a friend, or to someone's grandparent, anyone besides my family. It wasn't until a Monday in mid-December of 2002 that I realized how real cancer is. I received a phone call from my older brother Shane late that Monday night. He wasn't calling to see where I was or what I was doing. Instead, he was calling to tell me that he, my big brother, had cancer. I was in the 7th grade, and I didn't know how to react. So many emotions were running through my mind. I didn't understand how Shane could have cancer. He was an athlete who was in great shape, and who definitely didn't fit the picture of a cancer patient. After the doctors determined that Shane had chronic myeloid leukemia, they told us that on top of receiving chemo treatments, Shane would need a bone marrow transplant in order to save his life. The doctors explained that siblings are the best place to start when looking for a bone marrow match. My 3 other siblings and I had blood drawn to see if any of us were compatible with Shane's marrow. I remember clear as day walking through the halls of the hospital, which became home to us. I said to Shane, "Look, you know I love you and everything, but I really hope it's not me." My fears of doctors, needles, and hospitals were consuming my thoughts. Knowing that whoever the donor was going to have to undergo a small operation just freaked me out. A few weeks passed, and finally the doctors had the results. And as it turned out, I was a perfect match. I was the donor, the only one that could help Shane beat his battle with cancer. A whole new wave of emotions ran through me. I was excited that our prayers were answered. I was nervous not knowing if this would be painful or what it would be like. I was anxious about when this would happen and how long the procedure would be. It wasn't until I took a step back and looked at the big picture to realize what a gift my family had been given. Putting all my fears and emotions aside, I saw this as an amazing honor. This was hopefully going to be a second chance for my brother, another shot at living his life. Finally, the day came for me to give my marrow. My nerves and emotions were everywhere. Next thing I knew, I was awake in the recovery room, about to be taken to the room I'd spent the night in. Shortly after getting to my room, a nurse came in and asked if I'd like to be with Shane as he received my marrow, and I jumped on that opportunity. This was a very rough part of Shane's battle, and I watched as the nurse hooked up the IV of my marrow into Shane as he lay there seemingly lifeless. My part was now over. All I could do was hope and pray his body would accept my marrow. We kept a chart on the wall in his room to track his blood cell count. I will never forget the day the chart read 1. The feeling was unreal. As his cells multiplied, we knew his body had in fact accepted my marrow, and a new part to his battle with cancer was underway. Slowly but surely, Shane didn't give up, and he kept fighting. Finally, the day passed. The day came when Shane could come home. We had certain rules to follow, but they were all worth it. It was great to have everybody at home as a family again. After 1 year and 3 bone marrow scans, Shane got the news that he was cancer-free. After the transplant, Shane and I developed an irreplaceable bond. It is one that I haven't found the words to use to describe it, other than simply amazing. This experience has brought us closer than I would have ever imagined. There were many times post-cancer when Shane would be doing something stupid or acting up, and I'd get really mad at him for not taking his second chance at life seriously. Today, being 8 years post-cancer, Shane is enjoying living to the fullest in Missoula, Montana with his second chance. This is why these Jimmy B tournaments mean so much to me. These 4 days filled with amazing people, awesome music, and great games carry a deeper meaning to me. Participating in this event each year has helped me to realize and appreciate all of the things people did for my family as we went through our battle. Although Shane survived, his battle was far from easy. Being in the cancer wing of the hospital and seeing so many people endure the harsh treatments of chemotherapy was not easy to watch. This is yet another reason why these weekends mean so much to me. Watching all the struggles Shane went through, I have faith that events like our own Jimmy V tournament will provide the means to find treatment to make the battle easier for cancer patients and hopefully find a cure in the near future. A final reason why this tournament means so much to me is because we come together as a community to show that we honor those who survived the battle, we support those who are currently fighting the battle, and most of all, that we have not forgotten about the lives lost to the battle. This Jimmy V tournament and learning the famous saying, "Don't give up, don't ever give up," is such an amazing quote. Not only relating it to those battling cancer, but in everyday life. In any struggle that comes your way, that powerful phrase means exactly what each of us should do. Don't ever give up. I encourage all of you to live your lives as if this is your second chance, like it is Shane's. And when times get tough, bring yourself back to this amazing weekend. I remember the words of Jimmy V, "Don't give up, don't ever give up." And I would like to leave you all with a challenge. Right over here, we have a new addition to this year's tournament. It's the Beat Cancer Table. The table has information regarding the registration process and how to become a member of the donor list. I challenge each one of you to give yourself the opportunity to become educated and aware today, and possibly give yourself the chance to give someone else in need a second chance at life.